Hey guys, wanted to do a quick video that's kind of been weighing on my heart pretty heavy as of late. But the Virginia governor came out and made some statements that almost sounded as if he was for infanticide, for killing the baby up to birth. And even if there's a problem with the baby, even having certain options available. To try, kind of paraphrase the way he put it, you can Google yourself. I want to be fair to what he said. You can Google yourself what he said, but it certainly sounded as if he was open to the idea of infanticide or even letting the baby die. You add that to the fact that conservatives at a national level have tried to put forth bills where doctors would be required to offer medical services to help a baby who survived an abortion attempt to live, because those safety protocols are not in place at this point. And so Democrats have basically rejected those bills that would provide those safety protocols for babies who have survived an abortion attempt. Okay, so again, it may seem like just business as usual. You have Republicans against abortion and Democrats for abortion. I think this is a really important period of time where the foundations are shifting right under us. And I think we're not noticing it. And that's one of the things that's encouraged me to do this particular video, is I want to make it clear of what's going on here, because you have a couple of things going on that abortion proponents have always stood behind. One of them is it's just a clump of cells. It's not really a human being. It's not a viable human being. It's just a clump of cells. That was something they always stood behind as their rationale for being for abortion. And the other thing that they always kind of hid behind was the idea that a woman should have rights over her own body, that the government needs to stay out of a woman's private parts. I won't say it in ways that have been said by abortion proponents, but essentially, a woman should have rights over her own body. So now those things are gone away. You can't claim to believe that women should have rights over their own body when the baby is alive and outside of the woman's body. You can't simply say it's a clump of cells, because here's an individual who, at the end of the day, we're all just a clump of cells. Every living thing, plant or animal, is just a clump of cells, right? So it was a silly argument to begin with, but now you have a situation where clearly it's not a clump of cells. Clearly it's, a human being with a head and a brain and a mind and a heart and a heartbeat and cute little chubby fingers. And now the pro-abortion proponents seem to be still for killing the baby. And so there's just no other way around it but to say, to ask the serious question, are you guys for infanticide? And if you are, I've always said to myself, be honest about your belief. Whatever your belief may be honest with yourself, first of all, because if you're not honest with yourself, you certainly can't be honest with other people. But you have to ask yourself the question, are you pro-infanticide? So this is something that should terrify us all. No matter who you are, whether you're black or white, whether you're male or female, straight or gay, whatever religion you are, it should terrify us all. If we will kill the most precious thing, the most innocent thing in our society, there's nothing we're not willing to do. And we all need to see that for exactly what it is. Up till now, it's been, in our society with Judeo-Christian values, it's been morally wrong to kill an innocent person. Unless a person has committed some capital offense and they're tried by a jury of their peers, it's morally wrong to kill someone just to kill someone. And now we're seeming to say that that's not really the case, that there's really no moral reason to refrain from killing, that there can be good reasons to kill even an innocent person. And that is absolutely terrifying. And again, it should terrify us all, because if we're willing to kill an innocent baby, we're willing to kill anybody. And you can't give me a moral reason as to why that's not true. Now, killing and not killing is just a matter of fashion. Once we cross the path or cross the line of saying it's okay to kill an innocent baby, there's no moral reason to say we can't kill all black men between the ages of 18 and 45. And I guarantee you, people can come up with some quote unquote good reasons logical, quote unquote, logical reasons to do just that. But there's no moral reason. Right now, we find the very idea reprehensible. The idea that someone would go through a black community and kill black people, we find that reprehensible, but not for moral reasons. So it's at this point just a matter of fashion. We don't like it. Well, my problem with that is, as someone who's now 48 years old and has lived a little while and seen something of the world, I know how quickly fashion changes. I know how something might be a certain way one day, and you give it 5 years or 10 years, and that situation has totally changed. You know, for example, I've gone from a period of time when the media was, we as black people always complained that the media was very unfair towards us, and they really were. And now that I'm an adult, the media has changed its tune. It's unfair to a whole different group of people. Now it's unfair to white men. It used to be unfair to black men. Now it's unfair to white men. And it's just a matter of fashion. There's no moral rationale that's guiding it other than just pure fashion. And so whether you're a black person, or whether you're a woman, or whether you're homosexual, whatever the case may be, you should be absolutely terrified by this. Because again, in just a matter of time, you might be the ones, or even elderly people, I think we throw in that category, you might be the one where it's no longer out of fashion to persecute you, even in the most heinous ways. All someone has to do is come up with a quote unquote good reason as to why it's beneficial to society. You have no moral protection anymore. Now, again, it's just a matter of taste. And guys, I think we need to be really careful what we allow media and media elites to allow us to believe. Because again, we have crossed a line that if we let it go unchecked, we're not going to be able to go back. This is something I hope everyone watching this will consider, and also understand that this is not just a matter of Republican versus Democrat, right versus left. This is a matter of protecting those people who need the most protection in our society. An innocent baby is a person who is the most helpless member of our society. They can't speak for themselves. So it's up to us to stand up and speak for them, because there's going to come a time when we will wish, if we continue down this path, that someone would have the courage to stand with us and to speak up for us when we're helpless. Hope you'll consider what I'm saying, and thank you so much for your time.